Every movie tells you the same story. Men hunted. Women stayed near the cave, carrying babies and gathering berries. It's a picture we've seen thousands of times. But what if almost all of it is wrong? Because new archaeological discoveries suggest prehistoric women weren't just caregivers. They were hunters, leaders, survival experts. And if that's true, then we've misunderstood human history for decades. So where did this idea come from? Ironically, not from prehistoric humans. It came from us. In the 1960s, scientists introduced a theory called man the hunter. It claimed men hunted, while women stayed near camp raising children. Soon, that idea spread everywhere. Museums, schools, documentaries, movies. Over time, a theory became a fact. But there was one problem. The evidence never completely supported it. Even early research showed that hunter-gatherers got most of their food from gathering, not hunting. And gathering wasn't easy. You had to recognize hundreds of plants, know which ones were poisonous, understand the seasons, remember where food would grow. A skilled gatherer could feed a tribe for days, sometimes even better than the best hunter. So if we were wrong about gathering, what else were we wrong about? Because the next discovery would completely change what scientists believed about cave women. Then archaeologists made a discovery that changed everything. In Peru, they uncovered the grave of a prehistoric hunter buried with a complete big game hunting kit. Everyone assumed the hunter was a man. But DNA testing revealed something unexpected. The hunter was a young woman. At first, researchers thought it was just one unusual case. It wasn't. When they re-examined ancient burial sites across the Americas, they found that nearly half of the hunters were female. For decades, scientists weren't discovering only male hunters. They were simply assuming every hunter was male. And suddenly, the old story stopped making sense. If women hunted too, then what did prehistoric life actually look like? The answer is surprisingly simple. Everyone did what helped the group survive. Men hunted. Women hunted. Men gathered. Women gathered. Parents raised children together. Survival wasn't divided by strict roles. It was divided by necessity. But here's the part most people never hear. Early humans didn't just share the work. They also shared power. Unlike modern societies, prehistoric humans had no kings, no presidents, no permanent leaders. If someone became greedy or tried to control everyone else, the group pushed back. Because in the ancient world, no one was more important than the tribe. But if women hunted, and gathering kept tribes alive, then one question remains: who was actually in charge? Surprisingly, no one. For most of human history, humans had no kings, no chiefs, no permanent leaders. Instead, small tribes made decisions together. If someone had more experience tracking animals, people listened. If someone knew where food grew, people followed their advice. But influence wasn't the same as power. What happened if someone tried to control everyone else? Imagine a hunter who starts taking the best meat, giving orders, demanding special treatment. Would the tribe obey him? Probably not. People stopped sharing food, stopped hunting with him, stopped listening. And if he became dangerous, the tribe could exile him, sometimes even kill him. Not because humans hated leadership, but because they feared one person having too much power. That explains something important. If nobody ruled the tribe, then nobody could stop women from hunting, gathering, or helping make important decisions. Everyone contributed where they were needed, because survival always came first. But this way of life wouldn't last forever. Around 10,000 years ago, everything changed. Humans stopped moving. They settled down, started farming, built villages, owned land. For the first time, people had property. And once property existed, someone had to protect it. Someone had to inherit it. Slowly, power became permanent. Leaders became rulers. And many anthropologists believe this is when patriarchal societies began to emerge. Not because prehistoric women were weak, or because men had always ruled, but because human society itself had changed. That's why the image we've all grown up with is so misleading. The idea that prehistoric women spent their lives waiting inside caves simply isn't supported by the evidence. The archaeological record tells a very different story. Women gathered, women hunted, women raised children, and alongside everyone else, they helped their tribes survive. The real story of cave women isn't smaller than we imagined. It's far bigger. If you enjoy discovering the hidden truths behind human history, make sure to subscribe. Every week, we uncover the myths, mysteries, and discoveries that completely change the way we see our past. Subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next video.